Hey everyone, it's EJDoodles here, bringing you a tutorial on how to draw the male face. First things first, let's be honest. I don't know if what I do is right, it's just what works for me. I've watched many artists online, and I've kind of combined what they do to create my own style. So let's get started. With any face, no matter what the position, you're always going to start with a circle. Once you get a circle you like, you're then going to split it vertically into two sides. You're going to carry the line just past the circle. The longer the line is going to mean the longer the face. The little line I'm drawing here at the bottom is for the chin. The wider that line, the wider your jaw is going to be. Next, we're going to frame the face. These are going to be vertical lines coming down on an angle. The steeper the angle, the skinnier the face is going to look. Next, we're going to connect the side of our head to our chin, creating the jaw. We always want to make sure that the jaw is equal on both sides. You'll notice that my right side is unequal to my left, and later on in the finished product, it's going to make it look absolutely weird. Now we have the basic frame for our face. Now we're going to create our reference lines for our physical features. The first one that you always start with is splitting the head in half, top and bottom. This line is where the eyes are roughly going to fall. Next, we're going to split the bottom in half once again, so from the eyes to the chin. This line is going to create the reference for where roughly our nose is going to fall. If you want the nose to be longer, you pull the line down a little closer to the chin. After that, we're going to split the bottom portion in half again. This is going to give us a reference line to where our mouth is going to fall. So it's roughly half the distance between the nose and the chin. Now we're going to do the same to the top portion of our head. From the eyes to the top of the skull, we're going to split that in half. This line is going to help us place the features of our hair. Remember, all these lines are adjustable. The distances between them is what you want to keep. After we get that line, we're going to divide that top portion again, just like we did to the bottom. This reference line is going to help us place the top of our hairline. Now we're going to place our eyes. We're going to go back to our middle reference line, and we're going to split the head into 5 horizontal sections. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Our eyes are going to be drawn in sections 2 and 4. This essentially means that the distance between our eyes are all equal to one eye length. I'm not that great at drawing eyes yet, so I'm going to quickly rough in an almond shape so you guys get the idea of where these eyes should go on the face. Now we're going to tackle the brows. There's no reference line for the brows because the brows are what's going to create the expression on the face. The closer they are to the eyes, the more squinty the character is going to look, or angry. The further away from the eyes, the more surprised or shocked they're going to look. For the purpose of this video, we're just going to put them slightly above the eyes and equal with each other, so we just have a blank stare. Now we're quickly going to tackle the nose. We're going to start by drawing 2 more vertical reference lines that start on the innermost part of the eye. This is going to determine the width of our nose. So in this section, I'm going to start by drawing a small circle. The nostrils, or the furthest point on our nose, are going to attach to our reference line. A lot of these lines are going to be erased, so it's okay to play around with them and sketch in whatever shape you like. The bridge of the nose essentially travels from your nostril to just underneath your eyebrow. Now we're going to determine how wide our mouth is going to be by drawing 2 more reference lines from the middle of our eye. Drawing a quick triangle from the middle of the nose down to your mouth reference lines helps me place my upper lip. Because this is a male character, I tend not to do much detail on our lips. The thicker the lips, usually the more feminine the character tends to look. So here I'm just roughing in a nice little wavy line to create our mouth. Now that the mouth is roughed in, you can really see that my jaw is off center. Normally this is where I would correct it, but for the sake of the video, I'm going to keep moving forward. Next, we're going to talk about the ears. The ears start from the underneath the brow and travel all the way down to the tip of the nose. This may look big at first, but the more and more you draw, you notice that this is the proper size for the ears. I'm going to quickly do the same on the other side. It's important that you keep your ears equal. This is another feature that will really make your head look misshapen if one ear is taller or shorter or wider or smaller than the other. Now all I'm doing is adding some features to give a little bit more structure to our face. I usually do this by adding cheekbones. The cheekbone tends to start in the middle of the eye, travel over the ear, and tucks in around the mouth. The longer or more defined this line is, the skinnier or more sucked in your face is going to look. Okay, let's quickly now talk about the hair. So that means we're going to go back up to our top reference line here. I usually start my hair by adding a small triangle underneath the reference line. This is called a widow's peak. The larger the widow peak, I find the more evil the character looks. The second reference line helps me just place my sideburns. Remember, from this point of the view, you don't see much of the side of the head, so that means the sideburns have to tuck in towards the ears. For the sake of speed on this video, I'm just going to sketch in some rough wavy hair. As the speed of the video increases, you'll see that I've now grabbed a mechanical pencil. The mechanical pencil gives me a darker line. This allows me to draw over a lot of my reference lines and my sketches. The reference lines and the lines that I don't draw over with the mechanical pencils can be easily erased, leaving the lines that I like. It's at this stage in the drawing where I'd make my final corrections. Specifically, you can see the right side of the jaw is a lot thinner than the left side. You want to do this before you lay down your inks, because inks are permanent. In fact, a very good practice to get into is once you're finished laying down your pencils, walk away from your drawing for a bit. There's absolutely no rush to get inking, because once you ink, you cannot make any changes. And sometimes when you step away and come back, you'll notice things that you don't like, that you wouldn't have picked up right away. So I hope some of the tips and tricks I outlined in this tutorial helps you out while you're trying to draw a face. Let me know in the comment sections if it did. Ask me any questions this video may have raised, or request another topic for my next video. Like always, I appreciate the love and support from all my followers. Thanks for watching.